Hello and welcome to Schematic Minds, back for a short video. We have a snowstorm that hit the southern states, and it's experiencing one of the most movie-like productions we've ever seen in terms of scale and impact, kind of like a day after tomorrow type of thing. Another reason to indoctrinate the masses with this whole the world is about to end, and basically the only way through salvation is Jesus. This is just another way of continuing to push that agenda, and that the end is near. So therefore, you sinful being, the God made you a sinful. He made you into a being that was sinful, yet gave you that right to do sinful things, but then punishes you because you did it. That type of logic is what we're dealing with these type of events. So, and I actually spoke to a guy who was a born again, and basically he was pushing the whole sin. Another way to make you feel guilty, make you feel that pain or that trauma or whatever, and then use that trauma to get you to turn to a certain belief system or religion or edict or whatever. So, but about this snowstorm, the states of Texas and Mississippi, Kentucky, West Virginia, and several other states, looks like there was a total of 24 states. It's going to probably keep going up because this is a massive snowstorm. There are millions experiencing power outages in Texas and road closures as well, parts of Louisiana. I know for a fact, though, that Texas is one of the states with the highest number of registered weapons in the United States, and Mississippi is one of those other states which didn't participate in the national lockdown measures. If it was issued again, Tate Reeves said he wouldn't participate in it. So it is interesting that Texas is one of the hardest hit states, and the storm is continuing to make its way up the northeastern side of the United States. Let's take a look at the numbers behind this event, and maybe we can find some truth. Sunday, February the 14th, 2020, which is a karmic number, the one being odd and 4 being even number set. So one of the key numbers in this list we see here is 28. Steel guns equals 28 in Pythagorean or Ptah numerology. Pythagoras studied from the house of Ptah. Vowels weren't used in ancient lettering. 73 words. Another word was that reflects 37. So the reflection, it's similar vibration, kind of looking down at water. It doesn't look exactly like you, but it's very similar. So steel guns from Texas sums to 73. One world government sums to 239 in simple numerology. And the city deserves it sums to 239. Fayette, Mississippi as well, 239. So let's take note that the 13 numerology that just took place on February the 13th, this is the karmic or bad omen number. So also the snowstorm landed 13 months from the COVID-19 announcement outside of the China. Snowstorm weather weapon sums to 13. Between the date of COVID-19 first being announced outside of China and the date of this snowstorm, we have the following number set. We have 13, 56, and 398. 56 weeks in between these dates, and we get the word power outage, all-seeing eye, Society of Jesus, the Jesuit order. So basically what I believe this is just an event to maybe line up with future events. What a perfect scenario to do something corrupt. You have the power out, you have roads blocked off and closed, and some of the vehicles that can be used for corruption, we know who owns them, okay, that can get across snow and things of that nature. So we know what happened during Hurricane Katrina, and we know Rahm Emanuel stated that you never let a crisis go to waste. So we got to continue to be at the ready. A lot of people in Texas can't even hear this message right now unless they're on their phones and they had them charged. But preparedness is, of course, something that is very important at this moment, because we know, after that Super Bowl halftime ritual, we know that dark energy is continuing to try to manifest itself in our lives and bring us down. This is an interesting time that they would destabilize things during a time of the month where people are getting ready for next month's bills. And what a perfect scenario to continue to put hardships on families. Okay, so this is, sometimes it feels as if it's hard to get ahead in life. You work so hard for everything that you get, and then these events and scenarios that happen outside of you take place. That's why I said it's very advantageous to have other streams of income. That's why I talk income on this channel. AMP is a cryptocurrency to look into. Dogecoin is, of course, that sold off, but I believe that as soon as we break the trend line resistance to the downside, I do believe we're going to head to the upside, and I have to do a separate video on that. The physical price of silver continues to rise in relation to the digital price, so silver stackers keep stacking. But of course, you have food that needs to be stacked up onto. Backup energy sources need to be stacked up on generators, solar power technology. So the only thing I want to say about this event and this crazy weather that's been going on since around 2009 is that back in 2016 or 17 or so, I had a channel called Earthshift X. And on that channel, I revealed a lot about things I was seeing in the skies, things that would make sense, UFOs, things like that. And that channel got hacked, and I had several businesses wiped out. Small, very, very small businesses, but they were significant because I had built those channels up. So to rewind, I was talking about something to the effect of Planet X Nibiru, aka Hercolubus, which Carlos Munoz Ferrada mentioned, being a mass of a planet and the speed of a comet. And like I said, I faced a lot of weird things happening to my computers and everything when I started talking about these things on the internet. For a melanated individual, it is different to be a truther as a melanated man versus a truther as any other race, because we get targeted. The war on the melanated man, aka black man, being without color, that's not true. The war on us has always been harder, and has always been a larger effort, because they know of our unlimited potential. This is something to watch. Now, personal experience. Well, let me get back to what I was talking about. So, back in 2009, you had someone by the name of Nibiru Shock 2012 that came out with a video showing a red orb in the South Pole telescope, and basically his channel was removed and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, what you also see is in the 30s and 50s, all of these newspaper articles talking about this mystery heavenly body found, newspaper articles in the Washington Post. And so you have all of this that took place, and we've continued to fast forward from the 30s to the 50s, all into 2009 with the Nibiru shock, and all the way up to this point, we've had extreme weather events not only happening on our planets, but other changes in our solar system. Craters, meteor showers and craters on other planets and things of that nature. Other planets heating up in our solar system as well. So increase in fireball events and things, debris from outer space, things of that nature. So this has been a buildup of extreme weather events. Now, is it a pole shift that we're looking at? Is it a catastrophic event of epic proportions that is a natural event that is cyclical in nature? We know that mountains don't just form peacefully. We know there's underwater cities all over the earth. So are we headed to another event like that? Is this a weather weapon event? I believe this particular event is a weather weapon event, but I want people to understand, and I want to reiterate that globally we've been having extreme weather events of all kinds that I can't even name in one video. There's so much happening when you look at the extreme weather, sinkholes, landslides, all that. So I think at this point it's just imperative. Now it looks like they're easing some of these lockdown restrictions and whatnot, but still, why do they want people in the house so badly? Why are they particularly spraying a certain section of the sky? Just the other day, I was headed to work. I saw the sky turn red towards where the sunrise was, facing east in the southern states. Okay. Then after it glowed red, it started turning into a normal, regular sky color. And then the sun color came, and then you saw the sunrise. So there was definitely a huge difference between what I saw before sunrise and what was present after. So this isn't a very non-normal event, and to me the numerology shows that this specific event was engineered. So just continue to be at the ready, and share, like, and comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and stay tuned.